This project is about the effect of media on the United States government with a strong focus on fake news. By the end of our designed plan, students should be able to explain what propaganda is and discuss the different types of propaganda. They should also be able to understand the difference between propaganda and news, as well as how we in the United States use propaganda. Students should be able to explain why propaganda is so effective and state whether a given piece of propaganda has a positive or negative effect on those viewing it. Students are constantly exposed to large amounts of information and need effective ways to organize this information in order to learn. For this unit, students will be exposed to a large amount of propaganda. In order to help them sort through all of this information, students should be asked 2 questions. What is the propaganda trying to say? And why? Pavlov, Skinner, and Watson have all done studies to show students can be conditioned to do something if they are taught it over and over. Students should be given the assignment of finding a piece of propaganda every day. They should then decide if it's powerful or persuasive and list its best qualities. Piaget theory says that high school age students have reached the operational stage of life. This means that they are relooking at symbols with a greater understanding for their meaning and purpose. This is important in this unit because propaganda is all about the abstract. What students are learning to do is to take these images and infer their meaning as a whole. Trotsky's theory of student learning says that the more students are exposed to something, the less assistance they will need to do it on their own. In our case, the more we expose students to propaganda, fake news, and real news, the easier it will become for them to see the difference and be able to analyze the importance of all 3 in the given situation. Students need to be actively participating in the learning process if they are to truly understand the material and retain what they have learned. Worksheets are a great way to help students organize what they are learning. The following questions are great when it comes to helping students analyze propaganda. The scientific method can be used in more than just science classes. It's important to ask questions, find your answers, and then analyze why your answer is what it is. Students should conduct a poll of propaganda. Collecting their own samples, they can ask people outside of the school about the images and what it invokes in them to get a greater understanding of the role of propaganda. That different people learn in different ways. Some people learn best by listening, others by talking, and some learn best by figuring out how things affect others. Our lesson plans incorporate ways to address all types of learning,